Alright, I just got these LED softbox lights sent to me, and I want to give my honest, unbiased review of them. I'm going to put them together, figure out how they work, and then we'll talk about whether I think these are a good product or not. But first things first, when I got the package, I could not believe that it came in this teeny box. I mean, these types of lights are usually super big, super bulky, and they're really hard to store, and most of the photography and video stuff that I do is indoor, so having this option of having a smaller light right off the bat is a huge pro for me. So it comes with this carrying case. It'll be interesting to see at the end how everything fits in here, but if that is the case, I will definitely say that that is a huge pro right off the bat. So let's go ahead and put this together and dive into it. All right, so I just finished setting them up. It took me just under 5 minutes to do it. It came with an instruction pamphlet, but whenever I do these types of reviews, I like to try and do it without the instructions to really give my honest feedback of how easy of a setup it was. And I will say this was an extremely easy setup, super self-explanatory, and it was a very simple process. So I want to give a review on each part, starting from the ground up. So let's turn that one off. So in regard to the base, it has a super strong base. It can't be adjusted like down. This is about as wide as you can get because it's super interesting. Let's see, you can loosen it up right here, but it has like an opposite of your typical tripod where it bends up instead of down. So that's as wide as you can get it, but that's basically all you can ask for. You wouldn't really want it any smaller. It's super sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. So I would say the bottom's awesome. It has a bunch of different ways to adjust. So let's go ahead and adjust the height of this and see just how tall it can get. It's super easy to adjust. Let's push it up and down and tighten it. So that is a super simple, easy feature. Really like that. Something that I also want to show, you can adjust, whoops, right here, you can adjust which way the light turns from side to side. But if you put it vertical, you can adjust the way it turns up and down. Now, I don't know why you wouldn't do the up and down way because there's still a swivel on here. So I would recommend putting it up because then that way you can adjust it up and down and side to side. So I definitely think they have the option for both. I'm not sure why you would, I mean, that allows you to get more of a rotation, but you know, you might have a certain preference and thought I'd at least show you. Now getting to the top, it has a super awesome nylon, super very high quality, and then the inside is a really nice tin foil that obviously is going to allow that shine to really illuminate out. The bulb was super easy to install. It's a super awesome bulb. The light is a kind of a softer light, and it's perfect, especially for indoor type photography. So I didn't put the cover on this one just to show you guys the difference, but I definitely think you'll want to put the cover on. But the cover is super easy to attach. It's right here. It has this nice Velcro, and then on the top it just Velcros on really easily and just surrounds the light very well. So overall, the setup, the process, the quality, the size of this light is extremely well. So now what I want to do is I want to turn off the lights in here and just show you guys how powerful these lights are. I'm not going to use any lights but these lights, so let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. So here's with all the lights off, just to give you an example. I'm going to go ahead and flip both of them on. As you can see, these are extremely bright. Like I don't even need both of them on. Let me just only have one of them on. As you can see, it lights up basically my entire room. So overall, for like the type of stuff that I'm doing, This is perfect. I love these lights. I'll be able to put the other one on here. If there's one thing that I could change about these lights, would be the brightness level. It would be nice to be able to adjust the brightness to a lower or a dimmer or a darker or a softer. But for the purpose that I'm using them, I think it's absolutely amazing, and I would highly recommend these lights. And one of the best features that I didn't even talk about is that I can take it down and store it in this case. All right, just took it down. As you can see, it all fits in here. Last thing I want to mention is that the light bulb gets super hot. So I only had the light on for about 5 minutes, and I can't even touch that metal part, so just be aware of that. Be careful. But overall, it fits in here. Like, it's super easy for storage, super convenient. I would highly recommend these lights.